As you might know, I am a guy which really likes to fiddle around with informations. I like to theorize, I like to know everything. You can even basically call me an information whore, if you would like to. Whoring raptor or information raptor, basically. I love to I really love to theorize about anything, and I love to get all those informations. I'm sometimes really addicted to Reddit to just scroll through what are new news for World of Tanks. And depending what the news are, I also don't really want to share it on my YouTube channel because there is no real reason for me to share something which, first of all, doesn't really yield me anything, and second of all, makes people angry at me because I shared wrong information. A little tidbit would be how Harkonnen on April 1st made real-looking stats for wheeled German tank destroyers or lights. That really didn't came out too well, let's say, at least like that. And when it comes to leaks, what I get, I usually want to look at people which actually know what these things are and actually maybe even have a say in it. And obviously, I want to see if those leaks are more or less legit, because we are going to look at the history of this person or what the title of this person is which leaked it, as well as if the leak they already showed and there is a bigger leak, if it's actually already real. So today the FV215B183 was sold with 20,000 pieces at 23 million credits, if I am not mistaken. Correct me, however. So this was one of the things which I had to say I trust this leak. So let's have a look at this leak before we also have a look at this one. This is part of the, well, Spanish, not subreddit, Spanish forum. And this person already have a title called Official de Información. If I butchered that name, I'm pretty sorry for anybody which is speaking Spanish over here. So I'm very sorry. But as you can see, this was posted today at 11:17 a.m. I'm going to put back in the translation. And what he basically says, they pass me a list of tanks that will come out. It seems to be a leak and it's not confirmed. We will see from 6 if it's true or not. He is referring to 6 at today, 6 o'clock p.m., which, as you could see, was the FV183. And now if you have a look at the 25th, the Sexton and the FV, well, the Sexton was already logical because he already knew this was coming. But to be honest, to predict or just guess that an FV183 will be sold. And the previous tanks which were sold were Type 59 Gold, which was kind of leaked, the Black Dog, FCM, and Sexton. You wouldn't really conclude that a 183 will be sold, as it is not a premium tank. It's a special tank, a reward tank basically, which you could have gotten back in the days. And predicting this has to have either ridiculous luck or things what he's saying are actually true. Hence why I right now think that those leaks are legit. Obviously, you have to think for yourself and say for yourself if this is true or not. So he predicts, or he says during the leak or in the leak, that the Panzer IV, I'm pretty sure this is just a little spelling error here, will be released on the 26th, and the Panzer IIJ will be released as well. When it is going to be released, I don't know. My guess is it will be in the morning because the Sexton was in the morning, hence why it's first, and then the Panzer IV is. And again, his title is Information Officer, and he's pretty often in the forum, as you can see, with 2,600 posts. Yeah. This is at the moment my thinking why this person is trustworthy. Another thing is, during a general email to all wargaming volunteers, and this is from a Russian source at Vodklu, and they said that Blackmarket offers which will go on sale on May 24th, 2019 at 7 o'clock p.m. Moscow time, and May 26th, 2019 at 7 o'clock Moscow time, p.m. will be presented in a very limited amount. Please note this. So there could be chances that this email talks about the tank, about the Panzer IV-5 or the Panzer II-J, both of which could be sold in very limited quantities, as they are, first of all, incredible powerful machines and pretty rare ones at that. If you think about it, the Panzer II-J is only being gifted when you buy a €100 bundle or $100 bundle, depending on what currency you are using. And only for very limited times in a very limited time or period. Hence, just they said that on the 24th will be very limited, and the 24th was the Black Dog, which was also very out of nowhere if you think about it. 24th, it's a Black Dog, it's 5 million credits, it's a tier 8 premium scout, which is actually pretty darn good. So this makes me believe that those leaks are very, very legit. On the 27th, we'll get the Heiderstadt and the Alpine Tiger. Well, the Heiderstadt is basically a Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung H, which is faster in both directions, but has much worse HP to ton ratio and a worse gun. It has worse CPM. The only thing which is better is accuracy on the move, hence why it's probably a Heiderstadt. And it has more HP, but other than that, it's nothing real special, and it was only sold during a World of Tanks collaboration with a mouse manufacturer, and they made a Wargaming World of Tanks mouse, and this is where the Heiderstadt was basically sold. But again, apparently the mouse wasn't that good either, and the tank is not that good as well. The Alpine Tiger is just a reskinned WZ-111 premium tank, which would be, this one right here. It has a tiger on it. It's nothing really special. The IS-6B will be sold on the 28th, and apparently camos the tier 10, meaning camouflages for tier 10 vehicles. I don't know really what this is going to mean, if it will be like when we have a look at the tier 10 vehicle, for example, I don't know, Leopard 1, which I also have to make a video about, maybe something like this is going to be sold, or a German Assault, something like this is going to be sold. I don't know, I don't think the clan styles will be sold. Maybe something like Spoils of War, Bronzek definitely not. I don't think that a veteran camo is going to get sold, but maybe some camos which you sometimes can also pay for. So maybe something like this. Also, that looks pretty cool apparently. But yeah, maybe something like this, but we do not know. And the IS-6B, which makes sense. We got the Black Dog sold to us. We got an IS-6B sold to us, which also means black. Oh, no shit, Sherlock. The T44B and the Foch 155 on the 29th. Does this make sense? I definitely do think that this makes sense, because why shouldn't it? Why they already sold the 183, so why shouldn't they sell the Foch 155? And also don't forget the Foch 155, 183 and 215B. All those tanks got teased or got said during the Wargaming. What's it called? During the Wargaming Fest, that they want to sell these tanks again. So it does make sense from my point of view to sell the Foch 155 again, making this leak once again a little bit more trustworthy. And apparently on the 30th, we get the Carnarvon Action X. If this is true, who knows? Makes it sense to sell the Carnarvon Action X. It would make more sense to sell the Schwarzpanzer, which also gets buffs, by the way, in 1.5.1. But the Carnarvon Action X is definitely not a bad tank. It's not really overpowered, but it's also not bad. It needs to know what you're doing, because it has a very little alpha, but a great DPM. I'd even say if you know how to use the T26 Patriot, you will have no troubles using the Carnarvon Action X. Just keep in mind that your lower plate is ridiculous weak, as are your sights, and the turret is less sturdy than the one on the T26E5 Patriot. So, those are the informations I have to you, or for you, and there's really not much else to say. I personally I might even, donate blood to just get my hands on the Panzer V4. I always wanted this tank. It is one of my most favorite tanks in the game. From the looks of it, I love how this tank looks. It's an incredible cool machine. So, yeah, I'm going to try to get this tank if it gets sold. So why I'm also quite nervous about this. Again, who knows if this is actually true or not. it still leaks, and Wargaming might even decide to completely change that. Who knows? Before we stop today's video or finish today's video, I want to show you this little clip, which is absolutely ridiculous. As you might know, NA or US NA viewers, you have us as Europeans. We are your league, basically. We are doing a little bit of leaking into your mouth, so you know what exactly is going to come. So you knew that the Type 59 gold is coming. So this is what happened. We're just going to skip a little bit forward. Now it's going to change. Out of stock, the FCM 36 pack 40 is gone, and there we go. We are now at 15 seconds, okay guys? This tank costs 25,000 gold. Okay, it's slow. Apparently people... Oh, never mind. 500 tanks, 500 pieces. And they're out. It took 10 seconds. I was a little bit slow on the spacebar. It literally took 10 seconds to have 500 Type 59 golds to be sold out. Yeah. You're welcome, America. You're welcome. There's nothing else left to say, to be honest. Those are the informations I have to you. I stated why I think those informations are legit. And yeah, let me know what you think, if they're legit or not. We will see tomorrow morning, we will see tomorrow evening. And if they are legit, could be interesting. It could be really interesting. Thanks so much for your attention, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.